Hey everyone. Once again, I'm Sam here with CompanyCam, and today's class is going to be covering some of the CompanyCam features that you can use to sell more jobs and get those bids and just easily convey to a prospective customer or to a current customer that you're the man, woman, or person for the job here. We'll let a few more join here, but we'll get started. I'll cover some of those great features that'll be pertinent to selling. If you have any questions, throw those in the Q&A section of this Zoom session here. The chat will be disabled, so any questions, throw them in the Q&A if they're pretty relevant, if they're pertinent to sharing with everyone. We'll answer those live here. So we'll go ahead and get started. And any questions, like I said, throw them in Q&A. So like I said, this class will be covering features within CompanyCam that you can use to sell more jobs. And so the first feature we'll cover here today is our CompanyCam checklists. So those CompanyCam checklists are great for determining what's going on with each job site. You can really standardize your documentation and really standardize your bid procedure, your inspection procedures by using those CompanyCam checklists here. So let's say that we're getting to a new job site, getting to a potential home. In this case, I'm just going to say that you're a roofing contractor and you're a sales guy that's knocking doors. You're going to a house and you need to start a new potential inspection, potential bid for a client here. So you would go in from the CompanyCam app. I've got mirrored on my phone on the left side here. I can go in and create a project for a new potential client here. I can confirm that project location and give it a name. For this one, we'll do Mr. Potential Client. And with CompanyCam Premium, you can use project templates that will preload those checklists. So you can have a bid checklist or a inspection checklist already preloaded in those project templates. And so I'm going to scroll down to my sales roofing inspection template and apply that. And that will preload my checklists. And so I've got a damage inspection roofing checklist already preloaded. And so my sales guys are now standardized with exactly how they're going to follow their inspection, the photos they're going to take, the damage that they're going to mark or observe and apply that to a customer directly. So as this shows here, you've got a preloaded checklist that shows the first task as a damage checklist and gives you an explanation that shows checking off tasks indicates that the item is in good condition. If the item is damaged, leave it unmarked and take a photo to document. So you've got all of your tasks here. Your first task is going to be general appearance. So you can go in and take your photos. So I can snap photos. Each of those photos are time stamped and location stamped, as you know. And each of those photos will go under each related task. I can also add custom responses in these, so I can get really detailed with what's going on any given job. I can type out damage found in southwest corner. Get really specific with what's going on any given checklist here. So I can build out these checklists. I can take each related question, and that will go right back into our desktop version over here right away. I'm able to access those checklists from the office. I'm able to see what's going on with my sales guys out in the field. I can go through and answer each question. I can check tasks as complete. And I can get a really good standardized, like I said, a standardized process for how my sales guys out in the field are doing those bids. Once this checklist is complete, I can present that as a report or as a PDF directly to a client. So I can go into this checklist here from the desktop or from the mobile app and I can hit these three dots. If I hit that, it allows me to export this to a PDF. So I can include photos and photo capture details within that PDF, export it. And basically this is a PDF report of that checklist that I can then print as a hard copy, email to a client directly. It's going to have your company logo here in place of the CompanyCam logo. It's going to have each of those tasks and any relevant info you filled out, any questions you answered, any photos that you captured, all within that checklist itself. So like I said, checklists are going to be a really easy way to standardize how your sales guys out in the field are processing and completing their bids, and give just a way more efficient way to present those damage or those bids directly to a client. Another really cool way you can establish trust with a client early on, present damage or present findings to a client, and have an extra layer of communication is through our video walkthroughs. And so our video walkthroughs are going to be found from the mobile app here. Let me exit back to our project, but from the mobile app, if I go in and capture photos like I normally would, so I'll hit this blue camera icon, it's going to open up my camera, and you'll see at the bottom of that camera, you then have the option to take a walkthrough. So if I select walkthrough, what that actually does is it opens up my front and rear facing camera. So then I could go around the house. If I hit this capture icon, it's going to start that recording. And I could go and be like, hey, Mr. Customer, this is Sam. I'm your sales guy. I'm performing an inspection and these are my findings. So I could go around, I could show them those findings, and the entire time my face is up in the corner of that screen. And so that allows me to really establish that trust early, to really show a face to the name, and you can record in up to 10 minutes with those video walkthroughs. That again is part of our premium tier, and we'll really expand that video capture capabilities through premium. So you get 10-minute videos, you get video walkthroughs, and you can shoot in 4K video. So you get higher quality video with our premium tier. So video walkthroughs are a great way to establish that trust early, to build out really easily communicative videos. And there's plenty of use cases other than just your sales guys processing walkthroughs. I mean, you could use it for trainings internally for your team. You could use it for marketing purposes to sell those jobs to clients that haven't even met you yet. You could use those video walkthroughs to create content like TikToks or Facebook Reels, as so much of our marketing is moving into the video space. Those video walkthroughs are a great way to step into that space yourself. Moving on from video walkthroughs, we now have the annotations feature. So the annotations feature allows you to clearly annotate, mark up photos to show a client exactly what's going on any given job site or within any given photo. You can really highlight damage, explain to them clearly what's going on within that photo to again build that trust and increase that level of communication. So to annotate photos, you would go in and capture photos like you normally would. So I'm going to capture a couple here. And as I'm capturing these photos, I can then mark those photos up by selecting them and then selecting the edit button. So the squiggly line here towards the bottom of the photo will open up my editor. My editor is going to be this toolbar that runs across the right-hand side. It's a ton of different tools. First tool is going to be a freehand tool. So I can use that to, maybe I can like highlight very specific damage, basically with my finger, with a stylus. So allows you to really freehand those markups for you. If you hit that check mark in the top right corner, you can mark that as complete. Another great tool is going to be this straight line tool, I like to call it. So if I use that, I can then move the straight line to specific points. So maybe my guys need some notations or measurements out in the field. Maybe they take a measurement of this table and they want to use that measurement or apply that measurement directly to the photo itself. I can move the straight line tool to the specific points I took a measurement of, And then if I hit this T for text here, I can then change this text box to a feet and inches or meters and centimeters box here. So I can take that measurement that I took out in the field and put that directly on the photo. So great way to reflect dimensions within a photo. So not only being increasing clarity for your guys, but also in clarity for any clients. If you're presenting bids to them, they know the exact dimensions of things that need to be replaced, of what needs to be taken care of within a photo. Hit that check mark and you're good. Another cool tool here is going to be our arrow tool. So this allows you to really highlight damage, really point out things, or draw the eye of a client to specific things within a photo. You can also label those arrows. There's lots of other cool annotation features. I mean, you can throw text on the photo directly. You can throw stickers on the photo if you want to label a photo. With Premium, you can throw your logo on any photo directly. So you have the option to brand your photos. So that's great for marketing purposes, or also just kind of increasing that branding and brand awareness for you. Another great selling point.
Sam, can you show us real quick, if we do not have the time notation stamped on the photo, how can we add a timestamp to the photo using annotations?
Yeah, great question. So if we want to add a timestamp to a photo using annotations directly, we've got a markup specifically for that here. So if we hit this clock icon, that will allow us to add a timestamp to a photo directly. We can resize that, we can move that timestamp wherever. So if we don't have that setting enabled that timestamps every photo, we can then in the annotations add that timestamp whenever we want to. Another thing I do want to mention here is you can change the color of these annotations at any time. So if you hit this color square, you can change that time or that color of any annotation you have. Moving on from annotations, you now have the option to build out reports, build out your bids, and deliver those to a customer in a really convenient manner. So we can go back into the project here. Say we've taken our damage photos and we're really moving in along with the project. We want to deliver that bid to a client. We can go into reports and we can create a report from existing templates using Premium. So say we have a bid template that has all of our sections already built out. We can go in and find that template. And I'm going to use my insurance template, or my roofing template here actually, which has my sections already pre-saved. So I can rename sections. I can have these sections already pre-saved and then just plug the photos and go. If I add photos, I can pull photos in here and add them. I can also add verbiage, standardize my verbiage for my clients through snippets. So if I go into my text snippets, I've got an inspection snippet. So this allows me to have pre-filled text, and all I have to do is fill in the relevant date or info to that specific report or to that specific person here. I can then also populate some other, maybe I've got some like liability or particular verbiage I want to throw on any given report. I've got this liability snippet here that populates all that text automatically for me. So it's a really easy way to standardize what's going on any given report. So either from the field or from the office, you can build out those bids and deliver those bids that much quicker, increasing your sales. Another awesome way to keep your projects organized in the entire sales process is going to be to use our project labels. And so project labels are accessible, again, both from mobile and from the desktop. If I go into my projects here and select a project, I have the option to add labels. So my labels can reflect project type, project status, if we've won a bid, if we've lost a bid. It's an easy way to keep your projects organized and determined by status here. So I could add a bid label once we've applied a bid to a project. I could say it's a residential or commercial roof for any particular job. Once I save that, those labels are applied to the project itself. And from my project feed, I can actually search by project label. So I could look for all my residential roofs if I search for that residential label. I apply that filter or filters, and I can find all projects by that particular filter here. You can also do that on the photo level through photo tags. So to tag photos, I can select photos. And then from my actions, I can tag the photos. So if photos have already been previously taken and I want to tag them after the fact, you can select tags and tag those photos out. You can then view by tags. So let me refresh here. And I can select a tag that's been already used, or I can view any tags through the view filter there. One cool way you can tag photos as well as you can tag them on the fly using our capture tool. So from the mobile app, if I open up my camera, I can then select the tag icon here. So this little price tag, if I select that, I can view any tags used on the project already, as well as all tags within CompanyCam. So I can add like a re-roof tag. So now as I'm taking these photos, they already have the tag applied. So then it's that much easier. You don't have to tag your photos after the fact. Your photos as they're being captured are already tagged for you. Photo tags are a great way to keep your photos organized and keep your sales guys on top of what photos are for. Finally, a great way to really increase customer confidence and an extra little kind of way to sweeten deals when you're initially working with a customer is going to be to let them know you have the option to keep them informed on a minute by minute or hour by hour basis by using our showcases feature. So if you go in to any project, you can tell them, hey, we can keep you updated if you basically have a live link to view your progress at any time. We'll share the showcase link with you. You can view the showcase link and see what's going on at any given time. So if I go in and I hit, timelines, I was actually referring to timeline links. My mistake. Instead of, so I was referring to timeline links. If you share a timeline link, you can show a client exactly what's going on at any given time. So I can copy a link, I can share this timeline link with a client, and they have a direct portal that can see exactly what's going on their roof within their home. Another great selling feature is going to be our showcases feature. And so if you go in, you can share your showcases on your direct home page. So any potential clients can see exactly the kind of work you've done. So say that this is a completed project and I wanted to show this off on my home page on my direct website. I can go in and select showcase this project. I can give this project a name or a type and the products used. And then it can give me a suggested title, or I can title it whatever I want and throw in a description. So essentially what this is a widget you would embed in your website that shows off your galleries directly from CompanyCam. It's a great way to show potential clients the kind of work you do to give them more confidence in going with you as their contractor. So if I hit create, this would then publish to my website directly. We have a walkthrough guide that shows you exactly how to embed that in your website. And if you do have any questions, feel free to reach out to your CSM and they'll be able to walk you through that as well.
And Sam, can you show them on the side, taskbar there where that showcases, where they can get that set up?
Absolutely, yeah. So in order to set up your showcases, enable them or publish them from the sidebar, if you select showcases, you can then install your showcase widget. This is the HTML you would embed into your web page. And then here you can choose to either publish or unpublish projects you have into that widget itself. So I'm able to show exactly what projects may or may not look like here on my direct homepage. So I did get project timelines and showcases switched there. As I showed you, project timelines allow you to give your clients a direct view into what's going on any given job site. So again, if you share a timeline link, that's going to update continuously with new photos taken. So your client has the option to really see what's going on, even if they're not on the job site. They can check that link, see the most recent photos taken, and get a good idea. Again, increase that confidence, and it's a great selling tool. You can tell them, hey, you'll have a live link that'll show you exactly what's going on your job site, so you know what we're doing on any given day. Finally, you can close deals easier and reduce your tech stack by using CompanyCam signatures. So say you need a release that needs to be signed by a client. Any given document you scan or upload into CompanyCam can now be signed by a customer or customers directly. So I can go in to my Documents tab, and I can add a document directly from my laptop. I can upload a document from my phone, or I can scan a piece of paper and turn that into a document. For the sake of this, we'll just go ahead and drag a document here, and we'll use this one, add that. So if I go to open this document, I now have the option with signatures enabled to request a signature. So if I hit request signatures, I can add any client or clients' names and their email address. If I need to add another one, I can do that as well. I can also change the signer order. So how this works is the first signer will receive the email, they'll sign it, and then it'll go to the next signer via email. And now we're on the signer page specifically, so I can drag and drop exactly where someone would need to sign, where they would need to date, any full names needed. Also, if we've got fields that a client needs to fill out, we can add text boxes. So I can drag and drop text boxes, check boxes, anything necessary is going to be available to really customize how your client is signing or the info they're filling out. Once we go ahead and have all of our signers on there, we can go ahead and hit next. We can CC any additional people. We can update and customize the email that will go to the signers directly. And add a message if necessary. Once we send that out for a signature, you'll receive an email as the requester that it's been opened by the customer. You'll also receive another email once it's been signed by the customer, completing that bid. Within the documents themselves, you'll also see the status of that signature. So right now that signature is pending. Once it's signed, it'll show a green completed box for you. So that is part of our signatures add-on. That is an add-on that is $49 a month flat fee for you. It's not a per user charge, and it is accessible by all users on your account for a flat fee of $49. So that's kind of a general rundown of some of the features within CompanyCam that can help you sell more jobs here. I did want to give a quick reminder that we do have an event coming up here in Chicago, Blueprint. It's a one-day event designed to give contractors and pros tools to draft a plan for growth. You can learn more and register at companycam.com/blueprint. It's a great event. I'm going to be there, so you can meet me directly. We can learn a little bit more about CompanyCam together, and I can view your account and make sure you're getting the most out of it yourself here. We also have some upcoming classes. So we've got some classes for your admins, your administrators, focused directly on maintaining that CompanyCam account. Thursday, May 18th, CompanyCam for crew. So all your crew guys, some basics for them on Thursday, May 25th, and another class for admins on Tuesday, May 30th. You can view companycam.com/classes to register for those future classes. Yeah, were there any other questions or anything that we needed to cover here?
Sam, if they have additional questions or anything that they want to talk over on their account, who can they reach out to?
Yeah, if you have any additional questions, things you wanted to talk over on your account, if you wanted to learn more about how to apply signatures to your account, how to upgrade to premium, or had any questions on those features here, feel free to reach out to your customer success manager directly. You should be receiving contact from them, or you can chat into our support team. If you go to the page, you can hit chat with support below. You can reach us directly there. A customer success rep will reach you if you have further questions.
Our email is in the chat.
Emails in the chat. All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone.